Hello. In this video, I'm just going to talk about a couple of these homework problems. So we're starting at question 11 here. And what we have for questions 11 through 16 are some simulations where you can explore properties of parametric curves. So there's like an explanation here. I'll let you guys read all that. I'll just kind of show you what's going on down here. And then there's like some conceptual stuff over here. You can click on when would I use this, instructions, and there's some exercises too. If you just want to practice or whatever. But let me show you like the homework problems proper, how they work here. So what this is all about is up here, you can choose some different forms of parametric curves. So the first one, so this is question 11. This one is about circles. And the idea is it tells you the x-coordinate is a cosine bt, the y-coordinate is c sine dt. So these are the general forms for a parametric circle. And here is the current settings, and you can these are sliders. And so what you can do is you can slide these things around. You can set them wherever you want. You can slide them around, and you can use the arrow keys on your computer. If you need to get to like an exact value, like let's say you want to get to like 1, so you can get you can click on this and just put it where you want it, for example. Okay. And then this slider here is the pi slider. This is t, right? From 0 to 4 pi. And then so the way this works down here is they give you some instructions. So here we have 2 cosine t, 2 sine t. Right? So we want this to say 2 cosine t. So A needs to be 2. B needs to be 1. Again, use the arrow keys if you're trying to get it exact. Right, so it's A, B, C, D. And then describe the parametric curve. So all you do is you go from like 0 to 2 pi. Right, you just scroll it up to 2 pi, and you can see the parametric curve is here. And again, you just move it around, right? So you can see that that is tracing out a circle. Right? And as you keep going, it just keeps going around in the circle, right? You can also animate it. You can click on the animate button. It'll do it for you. Right? So here's the x coordinates. Here's the y coordinates, right? What minimum parameter domain is required to draw the entire circle? I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? That it's going to be 2 pi because it's the period of sine and cosine. How many times is the circle traced out for 0 to 4 pi? Right? Well, again, that's something you can animate, right? So it goes once around, twice around. None of these things are surprising. You all took pre-calculus. So you've seen this stuff before. Now here's a different thing. Notice in this next problem, so part B, it's 2 cosine 2t, 2 sine 2t. So I need to change these to a 2. Oh. There we go. Right, so these are all 2's now. And animate it again and watch what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should not be a surprise. Remember, the period is 2 pi divided by either B or D. It'll be the same for each one because we're doing circles. If we weren't doing circles, if you made these different, you get wacky, weird shapes here. But it's just 2 pi divided by, in this case, 2. So the period is pi. So between 0 and 4 pi, it goes around the circle 4 times. Okay, and those are the types of things you have to do. Again, there's exercises built into here. You can click on some of these. you know, if you just want to practice or whatever. And just make sure you're reading through all this, the conceptual stuff. When would I use this? This is sort of like what you'd use it for in real life and things like that. So that's basically how you work the homework. And again, if you want to get in here and fiddle around, you're not going to break it. Right? So, like, for example, let's say you want to change this to 1. Right? Well, what does it do different? Well, it's just a completely different shape. It's no longer a circle. Right? And as you fiddle with this thing and move it around, you can see that you get all kinds of wacky shapes. Right? Every once in a while you get a circle, but sometimes you get really wacky things. And that's how it goes. All right, well, that's it. The rest of these homework problems are all very similar. Again, it'll tell you what to do when you read through it. You know, so for example, the beginning of the next problem, it says select the second set of equations. You just click the down arrow and change it to this. Now these are polynomials. So x and y are both polynomials. And you can get all kinds of wacky pictures, right? And everything else is the same. You just change the sliders, A, B, C, P, Q, R. Change the sliders, follow the instructions, and you should be good to go. All right, well, that's it for this video. Next video, I will see you guys. We'll be doing some calculus with parametric curves in the next section. So see you later. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.